from aTone Tarot. Tap in, the whole vibe flow. Cards on the table, truth we unfold. Guidance in the moment, watch the story get told. Peace, peace, from aTone Tarot. Every spread, like a key to the door. YouTube family, say it once more. Peace, from aTone Tarot. Click in, calm mind, that's the pre-roll. Questions on your heart, we gon' decode. From the doubt to the spark when the light hits. You're exactly.
Peace. Welcome to the channel. I am aTone. This is aTone Tarot. What's up, Gemini? We're here to find out your wishes and desires. Mother, may I? We gonna ask to find out. So let's get up into some housekeeping items so we can get to your message, Gemini. If you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Take only what resonates and leave the rest for someone who may need it. All right, Gemini, let's get up into this message. I'll be pulling 10 cards in a Celtic cross format to get a general overview of whether your heart's desires will be awarded. To my new viewers, welcome to the channel. Returning viewers, welcome back. I greatly appreciate you guys. Let's find out. What have my Geminis been wishing on a star for? There is a wish there. I see it. You have a lot of major arcana in this message, Gemini. Yeah, some quite a bit going on. All right, let's get up into this message, Gemini. And my condolences, because I suspect the desire and the wish that my Gemini collective has right now, I may not be, or no one can award them this wish. Some of you have lost someone close to you recently, and it seems very unfair. There's a sadness there. A friend or sibling, cousin, family member has been lost, with this 3 of Cups being in the center of the spread and then the Tower crossing that. That is the challenge. The closeness of a group has been dismantled, disconnected. And at the root of your spread is this 9 of Cups. Is a wish deep down that you know would have to be a miracle to turn around. With this 5 of Wands in reverse in the recent past here, that is confusion and arguments happening because there's misinterpretation of the message, not getting all of the information, but the pieces of information that you get causes nothing but questions like, well, what happened? Where were you? And no one seems to have a direct answer for you, Gemini. There's a lot of questions swirling around in my Gemini's head right now. You got this 8 of Cups at the crown of your spread. That is the loss and having to walk away from, turn your back on something very painful and not deal with it. This is compartmentalizing pain is what I'm picking up on. My Gemini collective may be questioning their religious beliefs with this Hierophant in reverse in the near future because of the way that the world is set up. Something seems very unfair. This loss was sudden and it has rocked my Geminis to the core and given them a very different perspective around life as a whole. So if it's not to the extent of the physical loss of a loved one, the major disappointment of a relationship breaking down and having to accept something that you thought was true for a very long time, you're seeing it in such a way that your wish, Gemini, it seems, is if you want to go backwards. You want to go back in time when maybe you were ignorant to certain things around life. You discovered something, you found out something, and it hit you like a ton of bricks. With the Hangman being in your advice section, Gemini, you are being called to rearrange your perspective around life. Maybe there was some naiveness or naivety. I think that's how you say that. I always mess that word up. You were a bit naive, and this thing has brought some realness, some maturation, some growth to your world in a shocking way. This is like, and I hate to make light of it because it's not this light, but it's like the moment a child finds out that Santa Claus is not real, the tooth fairy is not real, and they are met with that reality and they have to deal with it. But just the day before, they thought Santa Claus was real and their world was glee, happy, blissful. But they discover something not to be the case that creates questions, confusion. And that's never a pleasant feeling to have. But that awareness and that shock of what reality is necessary in order to survive this life, Gemini. So this is a part of your survival toolkit, unfortunately, I have to say. That's how you're being called to look at this anyway. Your environment is represented by the sun. There may be a lot of people around you wanting to add the positivity and shine light and provide a silver lining to a dark cloud, and you not feeling it. You're like, no, I don't want to be happy. I don't want to be positive about the situation. I want to be angry. I want to be hurt. I want to be mad. I want to break something. I want to punch somebody. But I will say, Gemini, you are well within your right to feel all of those things, but it unfortunately probably won't change anything as it relates to the outcome of the situation, because it is what it is. There's a level of acceptance and understanding that you need to develop. And the sun being here and people wanting to shed light and be positive and warm and kind is the best you can do in a situation as tragic and unfortunate as this one. Your hopes and your fears is represented by the moon. So you're hoping people don't see the resentment, bitterness, anger that might be bubbling up under the surface with you, Gemini. You're wanting to keep that hidden, but you also do want someone to see it so maybe they can save you from the sinking that's happening and the bubbling of anger that is occurring and pushing up to the surface. You have the devil in the outcome. That devil is a part of that bubbling and that resentment and that bitterness. If it goes unchecked, what the outcome will be. So to go to the Hierophant in reverse, go back to that, that's rebellion and flipping and maybe disregarding some of your principles because of the outcome of a thing. The devil being here in your outcome. You're wanting to now maybe rebel in that way. Be careful, Gemini, because that's how habits are developed, So that's your message. I hope that it helps. Drop a comment for me. Let me know how everything is unfolding in your life. If you have some things you want to get off your chest, my comment section is open, Gemini. But that is your message. I hope that it helps. And until next time, peace.